Today we're taking some decent honey off. Hello, I'm Griffith, welcome to Gwynedd Griffith. Here we talk everything beekeeping, farming, countryside living. Now we do reviews as well. Now I'm here with Andy.
Hello everyone, how you doing?
And we're basically, this is a solar farm now. Totally changes use, and there is some decent honey to come off here. 55 supers, so a little bit over half a ton. Not as good as this site has produced in the past, because if you remember a few years ago we actually pulled a ton of honey from this site, and that's roughly how much honey we're down this year, about half, 50% at least. So anyway, there's some decent honey to come off here, that's good. The trailer is on, the pickup is empty, the wheelbarrow is out, but we've got a leak. We've got a fuel leak, quite a bad one actually. So we're hopefully gonna have enough petrol to finish this job. She has lost, I don't know, a bit, because I didn't realise she'd be leaking on the way here. And yeah, the video's not going to be as artistic-y as I like, because we can't mess around. We just gotta take all that honey off and use this before we break down basically. So I'll show you the site, because we've used Victor's clearer board method down here. So we've used bin bags. Last year we were at the bee farmers AGM, and it was actually on Victor's farm. Honey makers, I'll tag them in the description of the video. And he mentioned that when they take honey off, they use bin bags, because you get a lot of robin sometimes if there's a hole somewhere and bees fly in and fly out, and they'll rob the box off you. So basically we lost a super of honey and cardigan from robin, and I thought, right, we're not going to mess around, we'll use Victor's bin bag method. And basically it looks like this. You got a bin bag. Now it was a job to find a big enough bin bag to begin with. I bought some bin bags and they didn't fit, and then Andy said, why don't we get some wheelie bin bag liners, and they have fitted perfect. So as you can see, there's no robin at all here. So we're going to bring the wheelbarrow in here now, cut the bags off, put the honey in the wheelbarrow, take it to the back of the truck, cart it out of here, load up the truck, apivar and feed. So we've already left the feed down here yesterday when we were putting clearer boards in, and that's the job. So we just gotta get a big old shifty now, get the honey off. We'll get as much filming done as we can, but not put the job at risk. And yeah, that'll be it. Nice to find some decent honey out there. So right, let's hope we don't break down. Unfortunately, it's leaking like crazy. That hose there runs down, goes behind the cab, and it's broken. Now, luckily I can turn that off, but we can't use that. That's gone worse. We're just gonna throw petrol all over the apiary. So that is out of action, and I tell you what's eating that up. Last year I put normal petrol in there, and obviously left it in there for the winter and the spring, and that normal petrol is what they changed the petrol to. Is it ethanol based petrol? And that's eaten the hose basically. Now I did buy this, I just filled that up with that now, because this stuff doesn't eat the hoses. It's stupid money for what it is, but you've got no choice, because otherwise your machinery ends up letting you down the day you need to use it. So the vibration on the trailer as we came here was enough to just break the hose, and we come in now and it's leaking. So we got to carry 55 supers from there by hand, but at least Andy's with me to help. So it's 20 something trips now, back and forth. It is what it is. And if you're wondering how far this is to carry stuff, it's quite far, so we're getting through it. We need to clear the board now because we're taking so long. Bees robbing is going to become an issue, so we've got to stack the supers in the back and seal the top and bottom with a clear board so bees can't get to it, or reduce the amount of bees that can get to it. A few of the cracks in the woodwork they get through, but at least we're limiting robbing down as much as we can. So it is a fair old walk, especially if you're carrying heavy supers. So annoyed. That is on stop basically for £2 of fuel hose. You know, I paid over 2,000 for that. There's probably, I think they're around £4,000 now. £4,000 piece of machinery is on stop because it's £2 hose, and all because they've changed the fuel. Stupid. Look at these boxes though. One worst part of this job is these supers could be empty, then it would be a double whammy, but at least we got honey. So basically we just rip it. These bags get recycled. We go in with a black wrap from the farm so nothing's wasted. But next year we are looking at getting a more permanent version of this. David's came up with a good idea. He's got it out of mesh, so we may look at getting something like that done for ourselves. We're getting through it. Andy's feeding behind there now. We need the clearer boards to stack on the supers in the shed, not in the shed, on the truck, so we don't lose any bees, lose any honey to robbers, because we're going to be a while. This was supposed to be, well, not many trips with a wheelbarrow, to 20 something trips, and we are churning the ground up just by walking in it. Nothing to it but to do it. And basically that's what I'm doing. So I've got a clearer board on the bottom so the bees can't come in, because the problem with this truck is it's not flat. So you put the supers on the deck, the bees will fit in these grooves. So you've got to have a clearer board on the bottom, and there's a clearer board on the top as well so bees can't come down. So another 2 supers on this one, and we'll get a clearer board on it. And yeah, this video hasn't panned out the way I thought it was going to, or this morning hasn't panned out the way I thought it was going to. If that wheelbarrow was working, we'd be not far from finished now, and the 2 of us would be on feeding, treating and back. But there we go. That's life, that's business. Things like this happen in agriculture all the time. At least we can still crack on. If you were a farmer and your tractor broke down, you know, you're on stop. So at least we're not on stop.
We're taking the clearer board off now. Bees are all down. I've put together, I've had to block up a hole, so we used a bit of bin bag initially, put a feeder on, it's all ready. So as soon as I put this crown board on, it's ready to go. The bees aren't trying to come out.
Andy's put the apple mat in. Oh, but stick trick.
Lovely. Keep the bees in their hive for as long as possible. They're all shut in now, and I'll just put some feed in.
And if you wonder why we're using small feeders without the feeder, so we need to go up, feed the bees that we started feeding about 3-4 weeks ago. If they're heavy, we'll take the feeders off them and then bring it down here. But these small feeders are just something, so they just got something basically, so we don't take all the honey, and if something is light, they're gonna starve. A lot of the bees here feel heavy. They've backfilled a lot of the brood box up, but I just hate taking honey off and not giving them something in return. And we're feeding and treating as we go. So the honey's coming off, we're dropping nappy vat in, feeders as we go. Robbing is, well, they're trying to rob like crazy. We have stopped it on the truck, but it doesn't stop them trying. I'll show you that in a bit. We've just got 3 hives left to pull. Hopefully everything fits on. and that's it. We're getting a sweat on today, I tell you that. Worth it for boxes like that. Alright, Andy, finished?
Finished.
Look at the state of you. The state of me.
We work hard.
Churned up the ground. Because we've walked back and forth so many times. Anyway, it's on. Treatments are in, feeds in. We haven't got room for this setup now and the empty drum, so we'll pick that up next week. Right, let's get everything strapped down and we'll follow up then. We're all loaded. Look at these trying to rob. So we've managed to stop the robbing the best we can. Tough old slog, Andy.
Tough old slog. We weren't expecting to have to walk a pretty long way in deep mud, but these things happen, don't they?
We've probably walked a good few miles back and forth there between everything. All because one hose was broken, so we're gonna get that booked in straight away because we need that next week to do another site. These bees trying to get in here, but they can't. But they still get in the truck. So we're gonna drive on a little bit, drain these bees out, and we can't go to McDonald's. There's not many places we can go, but I think we'll get the trailer into where Greg's is. So we're gonna pick up a Greg's, because when we go home we can't have food straight away because we gotta take all this honey off. And there it is, you know, over half a ton of honey easy. Most of the boxes were pretty heavy. Right, Andy, it's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
See you in the next one. And if you're gonna remember or learn anything from this video, do not use normal petrol in your tools. Buy the non-ethanol petrol. It is crazy expensive, but like you see me today, it's cost me a breakdown and not being able to use that wheelbarrow when it needed to be used. See you in the next video.